province. So I'm currently in New Brunswick from Ontario the year before. And that was, completely new. So, you're not quite a foreigner, but you're just not in the same environment that you're used to. And newly retired as well after a 30-year career in health sciences. And also an empty nester. So both my children are grown and now living their own lives. So there were a lot of changes to adapt to. And I was feeling a little lost. And, got myself into a bit of a dark place, not quite knowing what I was going to do with myself now, having all this time on my hands and whatnot. And I thought, during that time, I gained a little bit of weight, more than I'm used to carrying on my frame. And one morning, I just decided I just felt awful and wanted to regain my health. And also my mental health was suffering as well. Not really being happy, not knowing, what purpose I had in life now, finding a new passion. So that is basically the day I decided I need to get back into health and fitness. I've always I've been on and off with that. I actually competed in a bodybuilding show back in my late 20s when I was 27, I think, and had that experience as well. And ever since then I'd weight train, I'd do other things, but I wouldn't do things consistently. So I decided to do my own research and get into a bit of a body recomp, and started looking into online influencers and just information that way. And just started walking a lot, doing my own exercise up here in my room. I just set myself up and studying, nutrition and macros and setting out a plan for myself. And I was able to bring my weight down by about 30 pounds until I got more serious about it in January. In the interim, my son was here for a bit in between living in Ontario and then setting himself up in Alberta. And he's always been an avid bodybuilder. And while he was here, he decided to compete in one of the local East Coast shows. And so I kind of helped him and observed him in his prep for that. And it just kind of revved me up again, got me going again. I thought, I wonder if I can do this again, So he was kind of my inspiration in that way to pick up the weights again. And at the same time, January of this year, I learned of a transformation challenge through the Atlantic Classic show. And that was in this province in New Brunswick. It was being held in Moncton. And it all just kind of aligned. And I thought, well, here's a challenge. Here's something for me to work towards. So, the winner basically would receive a cash prize, which was kind of a first for this particular challenge. And, money's always nice too, but it was more, just having something to spur me on. So, so we got going with that. And, I think the challenge started January 18th and ended May 17th. The show was, I think, on the 24th. And in a 4-month period, was able to lose an additional 41 pounds. And I basically won the transformation challenge, which was an amazing experience as well. There it is. So that's me at the start of the challenge. And then the middle is at the end of the challenge. Yeah. And then that third picture you see is basically 5 weeks after, and that was just before the NB Naturals. Right there.
That's good. That's good. Did other people compete? I'm like, what? It wasn't really a competition, What was
No,
the
so yeah,
showcase?
that's right. Yeah, that's right. So the challenge was held within the competition, within a bodybuilding competition. So we basically came on midway through. And I think 25 competitors, somewhere in there, originally registered, and 18 ended up on stage. Yeah, so there were 18 of us, and it wasn't just the number of pounds lost per se, but an overall look and achievement, I guess. So yeah, so that was a great experience and a great inspiration to keep going. So that third picture that you see, so I was able to achieve a little more growth
Yeah.
um, in a 5 week period, and I decided to try for figure, thinking that genetically, physique wise, that would be the best division for me. And I ended up. So that was the transformation challenge. So
Oh
that
yeah,
was, yeah, that was the end of the transformation
yeah.
challenge,
You look
right
nice.
there. Yeah. And so, in the 5 weeks before the next competition, NB Naturals, decided to go into the figure division. And I did end up competing in that division, but about a week before that, the competition itself, I really thought I kind of want to try out physique as well, because that's always kind of been my first love. I like the actual meat and bones of getting a little more muscular, and I
Yeah,
love the poses as well, and being able to do the routine where you don't really do um, an evening or 60-second routine to music in the other divisions. And yeah, I ended up placing first for physique, having made that decision about a week before. So I'm really glad that I did take the uh,
and
take
this
the
is the
shot.
recent one. Was this the
Yeah,
recent?
yeah. This is the most recent one. This is from the national naturals, the pro qualifier that just happened in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You might have a post of the other. Yeah, that's the nationals there. So that's the top five right there.
Mm, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
What was it like competing against these women?
It was incredible. I mean, you can see how much work they've all put into their physique.
Yeah.
I was grateful to share the stage with them. It was quite surreal, really. It's kind of always a bit of a whirlwind too,
Mm,
you're there a long time for the day. I mean, everything that leads up to it, of course, right? But the day of the competition, you start out, very, very early in the morning, and for that one, we were there very, very late in the evening. But it just seems to go by like a whirlwind like that, and I'm still kind of taking it all in, and still just kind of realizing what it all means as well. So, I kind of feel like that's been my whole experience since January. I'm just kind of like all these decisions that were never really all really well thought out, like this is what I'm going to do next, I'm going to do this next. I kind of just rolled with what was happening.
okay.
So yeah, I'm still just kind of taking it all in, really.
And I was gonna ask you the CPA. Do they have women's bodybuilder for any
Yeah, yes,
chance?
they do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they do. So the women's physique is just one under the women's bodybuilding in terms of the level of muscularity and what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you didn't really have a big problem of just preparing for your first show.
Um, like a problem, like
Like, I mean, was it easy for you to since you had like bodybuilding experience like years before?
um, yeah, I don't know if easy is the right word, but
Yeah.
I think it comes more like I think it felt more natural to me. Like I wasn't starting out like from base level. I think I had some muscle memory as well, My results seemed to happen quickly. Uh, it wasn't wishful thinking. It was a lot of hard work, right? A lot of careful eating as well, right? You know, all about the prep and you know, there's quite a few restrictions that go along with your diet and your training and your rest, supplementation, things like that. So, um, but I could just kind of, I was very adaptable to it, and I really had that goal in mind. You know, I had that finish line in mind. The fact that so I'm talking more about the transformation challenge, the initial one, the challenge itself. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, and then I kind of was on a roll, as I said. And so after the challenge, having lost that weight, and the other thing I should mention is when I went into the challenge, I kind of went in with the mindset that I wanted it to be a prep. I wanted it to feel like I was prepping for my first competition, like I could walk onto a competitive stage. And what I had in mind was fit model, because I didn't know what level of physique or muscularity I could bring in such a short time, getting ready 4 months, right?
Yeah.
So that I think helped me as well to get ready for the NB Naturals 5 weeks later, because I was already in that kind of mental mode of being competitive and prepping for the competitive stage. So in that respect, it became, maybe that's why it felt a little easier for me or more natural for me. And yeah, I just figured, why stop now? And you know, I might as well continue on with this, and I'm glad I did, because we placed well, and that enabled me to go to the nationals, and here we are now. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your plans like to do another show?
So right now I'm basically in a reverse diet slash recovery mode.
Oh,
Essentially, I've been prepping for 7 months straight. That's a pretty long time to prep.
yeah.
So I'm kind of just taking a little bit of time now to get my calories back up, rest my body a bit. I was starting to have a few issues with my shoulder,
Mm.
and I know that it needs a bit of rest as well. So I'm just really starting now to get back into the weights as well. But I don't have a definite plan per se right now. I'm just going to take these next few months to just to see if I can get back into a building season, building mode, and then go from there. So my plan, my ultimate plan, is to make some mass gains over the winter. And when the season starts up again in the spring, we'll see what the best direction is to go.
Okay. So you said your son is bodybuilding also. He did like a competition. Like, how did he do? Like, I don't know. You said that.
Yeah, he's into classic physique.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, he likes the Arnold Schwarzenegger era very much.
Yeah.
Um, and he did. Let's see, what did he do now? He placed, I believe, he placed second and third, and he was also able to go on to nationals. He did. So he did the NB Naturals, and then he went on to the East Coast Open in August. And I can't remember how he placed there, but I know he did get Best Posing Award,
That's
which was
good.
which
Yeah.
was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I wish I'd have showed a picture of him, but I was
It
concentrating on you with
yeah. If
yeah,
you scroll back
yeah, yeah.
in the Instagram, you'd probably
Yeah, I would do it on my computer, but sometimes my computer it acts up and stuff. Let me try. If you get a little twirling, let me see. Hold on for a second.
yeah. I'm going to scroll back too, and of course I've got lots of
Yeah,
pictures on my phone. Let me see what I can bring up.
I'm Eva Robertson.
His name is Tristan Robertson, by the way.
Okay, Tristan Roberts. I'm gonna pop up your Instagram so we can look at it together. All right. So tell me when you see it. You see it?
Yeah, that's me. That's
Okay.
Tristan, but that's not his bodybuilding.
All right.
Oh dear.
He's the one holding the cat.
Yes, right.
Tristan Robinson.
Okay, here I've got a few.
Yeah, yeah,
I've got a few
yeah.
shots.
Well, I'm at his side page. Can you see it? Can you see?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. That's him
Okay. Yeah,
in the weight training room
yeah,
there. But
yeah. He's getting there. He's
he's
getting
yeah.
there.
Oh, here. These are better shots here. I don't know if you go back to mine, you'll see him on stage. He's got stage shots here.
Hold on. 'Cause I don't want to get a little confused sometimes. Start. Okay.
He does.
So
I
I'm
don't
at
know.
your IG page.
Yeah.
How you want? Oh, is this? Oh, okay. This is on him competing.
Oh,
All right.
there he is on the far left,
Right.
right there. Yeah.
Left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He has a nice physique.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He's got a nice classic physique. So
Yeah.
he
Nice classic physique.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know whether he'll I don't know whether he has any uh definite plans to compete again anytime soon. He's busy being a business owner.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a co
Oh, he's a. How old is
he's
he?
how old is he? He's 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got his own business. 24.
We don't need to scroll through my Instagram anymore. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
This is your husband. How does your husband feel about you competing?
Oh, there they are. Oh, well, he's pretty impressed. He loves it. He loves it,
Yeah.
and it's also an inspiration to him because he's actually gotten back into the gym himself. Uh, he's never really been a weightlifter per se, but he's totally
Right.
getting into it now and experiencing the wonderful benefits of it. Um, so yeah, he's pretty proud. He's pretty proud.
Yeah.
He's keeping up, as he says.
Do you have like family or friends that went to go see your show?
Yeah, actually, I the last so being out here on the East Coast, away from where I grew up in Ontario, that's kind of difficult to have family and friends in the audience. But when I went
Yeah.
back to nationals, which was in Toronto, I was actually to have my whole family there, which was lovely. That was the first time to have both my kids there too. But I also had some good friends there that actually hosted us. They were so generous, they always are, but they hosted the whole family they put us up for like, I don't know, 4 days for the whole weekend and us for a little bit longer. They were in the audience as well, and that was wonderful. And they fed us very well, and I took advantage of that after the competition, I must say.
Yeah. Well, you have any favorite food that you ate like after the show?
Oh, after the show, it's interesting. After the first two shows, all I really wanted was it's so strange, but just chicken wings and
Chicken.
chicken
Okay.
wings. Yeah, I know, and vegetables with blue cheese dip. But the other thing, and it sounds silly, but the other thing that I always miss when I'm in prep because you're in such a restricted carb mode is just grabbing a nice big juicy apple and just eating an apple.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing. So I always make sure I have an apple and my husband's biscotti. I have to say, my husband is a world-class biscotti maker. If you don't know what
Yeah.
biscotti are, they're double-baked Italian cookies. But
Oh, them cook. Yeah. Right. I got
way
you.
he
Yeah.
makes them are out of this world. And so I always make sure we have a bag of those on hand for after the competition because I
Mm.
love those.
Yeah. To piggyback on the fruits, yeah, I heard bodybuilders don't eat too much fruits.
Well, so when you're in, I wouldn't even say just when you're in prep mode. I mean, when you're in building season as well. I mean, we try to concentrate on the most nutritious, clean, whole
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
that you can eat. And the carbs are pretty important as well for your energy. But you don't want to get your carb energy source through, um, sugars, fast digesting sugars. You want to concentrate on rices and sweet potato, oatmeals, things like that. And of course, the protein, right, is so important for building the muscle itself. And so, they tend to focus on fish and chicken breast and lean cuts of beef and that sort of
Mm.
thing. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, not that they don't treat themselves every now and then, but the diet is pretty regimented, as is the training plan.
Do you get tired of eating the same food?
Yeah, you can, and I think bodybuilders look for different ways to make it a little more exciting. A lot of us like our hot sauces and our 0 calorie, sauces to kind of like spice it up a little bit. You,
Yeah.
you learn some pretty creative cooking techniques too, but I don't know. After a while, it just feels good too, though, to eat clean and whole